This theme from the original Dragon Ball did not need to go this hard. But it did, and it would be the start of what would become legendary soundtracks from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, even including hidden reversed messages from the composers. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's check this theme out. Okay, wait. Oh my god. This is just right out of the gate. It's just like, bang! Here, have all of this musical information. There's rhythm here, there's harmony here, there's so much going on, even in that first 5 seconds. Woo! Okay, first of all, brass. Yikes! But it does this really cool thing to create a lot of rhythm here. But before we talk about that, I want to just talk about this harmony really quick, because it's very simple, but it's almost like disguised within the way the instrumentation is layered. So we basically just have this F minor line, right? And then there's this really cool line that starts with the trumpets on this like upbeat. I don't know exactly what they're playing because it's so high, it's like lead trumpet territory. And so it kind of has that like bombastic, not perfectly in tune trumpet sound, which is super cool. And then a really cool bass line. D flat major, E flat major, F minor, which as we know, that is like the anime chord progression. We've actually made a video about this in the past. Even back in 1986, that's what was going on here. But I just love the breakdown, how much stuff is just going on here rhythmically right in the beginning. That trade-off, those upbeats, da-da-da, bop, bop, between the brass, bass, that is so cool. Wow, all right, so we do the same thing. We go ba-da-ba, and then we have the brass, first upbeat, second upbeat is the first part of that bass line. Only this second time, rather than going D flat, E flat, F, we wait, we give it like a split second, there's like a half a beat there. That is such a cool line. So we go F minor, maybe there's an A flat in the bass. That's super cool. So we hit the B flat minor once, and then we just drop down to A flat, and then come back to the B flat major, right? So think about what we're setting up there in that first opening introduction line, right? We're going now that's completed. That idea is done, right? We've resolved that idea because this D flat, E flat, F minor, that is such a commanding resolution, right? We don't need to go anywhere. We could just, song's over. We've resolved it, that's it. But then we introduce the theme again. Wait. And that right there, now we've left it hanging. We've left it on this like big question mark. And the melody could be resolved because we just go Imagine if that last chord was F minor, it would feel completely resolved. That could easily work as our resolution. So the melody's resolved, but we're using the harmony to leave this big question mark before we actually dive into the melody of the song, right? And we do that by making our second version of this introductory. And then, we literally go right to a 5 chord, and then we're into the song. Whew, okay, 10 seconds in, and there's already so much going on here. The bass line, that bass line is nuts. The tastefulness of that note there. Listen to that. Okay, so there we're kind of just going, right? We're just sort of doing like a, now this could, you could look at this as like F, E flat, F, or I think I'm also hearing like the 5 in there. 1, 5, 1. And we can literally play that same E flat chord even if we have a C in the bass, because now it's just like, it kind of sounds just like a C minor 7 chord, and that works really well too. So whether you want to go bum, 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 or either one works absolutely fantastic, right? And then we get our B flat that we introduced in the intro. That bass line is so insane. And then we go right back to F minor. And then we do the same thing again. And we do exactly what we did in the intro as well. We end up on the 5, and it does the same thing as it does in the intro. We go to that 5 chord, right? And now we're going to introduce the next section, which goes to D flat, right? And then where do we go from here? Yeah. D flat. There's that C minor 7. Remember how we said it could either be like an E flat, or if you put a C in the bass, it's kind of the same thing. You know, one's major and one's kind of minor, right? But they function in very much the same way. So we have this D flat major, and then we're going to resolve it by going C minor 7, F minor. And then, yeah, we resolve that middle section very simply by just going D flat, right back to F minor. That's it. Really, when you look at the harmony that we're using throughout this entire thing, it's very much just centered around a few different chords. Primarily, we have F minor, we have D flat major, and then we have the C chord, which can sometimes exist as a 5 chord, this sort of dominant with a major 3rd chord, right? Or it can also exist as a minor chord, right? Which happens to be pretty much the same as the E flat major. And that's kind of all we've used so far. The only thing that we've done is taken this B flat minor chord and we've made it a secondary dominant by turning that major, right? Because that's a chord that we typically would expect to exist in a minor context, but now we've just taken that 3rd and made it major, right? So we see that used here a bunch as well. There we go. Whoa, okay. We're hearing F dominant now. What? All right, check this out. This is super cool. All we're doing now is we're going to our relative major space, and now we're doing a chord progression here, which introduces the F dominant chord, which we haven't heard yet this whole time. And it's just this segue to a 2, 5, 1. It's brilliant. Whoa, wait. Ooh, and so we have getting us back to F minor. Yikes! This is the opening theme song of a cartoon. I love how fearlessly anime has always utilized brilliant compositional work. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And the music for this opening was written by Takashi Ike, who went on to do other incredible things with Dragon Ball, like this closing theme from Dragon Ball Z. Check this out. I mean, come on. Look at this use of fourths. That's the opening to this. And that sound right there, this sound here. Hear that really bizarre? It's like I don't know, it almost sounds like the speaking in tongues or something. I don't even know. You know what that actually is? That's a recording of somebody saying this song was written by, listing some of the people who worked on the song, including Takashi Ike. But it's reversed. So if you play the song backwards, you should basically hear that. And I could go on and on about this. We could talk about this literally all day long because there's so much incredible music that was happening for these anime, especially during the 80s and beyond, of course. I mean, Dragon Ball, as with so many other anime, is extremely well known for having such a beautiful soundtrack and incredible compositions throughout. But I wanted to highlight the opening, the original opening, because it is just astoundingly. As always, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts about this theme. Is this something from your childhood that you remember growing up with? Or are there other ones from later iterations of the show that you think I should check out next? I want to hear from you down below in the comments. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.